Sea lions. Zombie sea lions. There's a toxic algae growing in Southern California, infecting sea lions with an abnormal and lethal neurotoxin, making them sick, lethargic, and in worst cases, bloodthirsty.
An aggressive sea lion kept actively going after people both in the water and on shore.
Reports of these attacks have increased dramatically over the last year.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
And now, there are instances of the same neurotoxin infecting humans.
Health officials saying the toxic algae bloom that's poisoning sea life off our coast may pose a threat to humans.
Are we on the verge of a zombie outbreak in Southern California? Follow along with us today as we investigate the case of these sea lions and if there's any hope for a cure before it's too late. So we're doing a project about the zombie sea lions. Have you guys heard about those at all?
Not really.
No?
No.
No. No. Any of y'all about the algae bloom, how the sea lions are attacking people now?
No, I haven't seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I went down to San Pedro, California, where there had been a recent sea lion attack.
And I feel just this like pain and like this sharp like sensation on my arm.
This teen is the latest victim of what appears to be escalating attacks on humans.
Despite this vicious attack, everyone seemed to be carefree, even swimming in what I could only assume was the toxic algae water. The only one at the beach who seemed to know anything about what was going on was one of the lifeguards.
Do you know about what's going on with the algae bloom and the sea lions?
Yeah.
And the attacks and everything?
Yeah, just at Long Beach, we had the girl got attacked during the lifeguard academy out there, and they think it had something to do with the algae making the seal extra aggressive.
And I know people talk about like these sea lion zombies and stuff. Have you heard that comparison at all? Or?
I haven't heard anything about like sea lion zombies or anything, but the aggression levels have been abnormal for sure.
And what sort of precautions are y'all taking?
We always advise people, if you see a sea lion, I know they're friend-shaped, but they're not necessarily friend because they could be a little unpredictable.
We left the beach yearning to learn more about the zombie sea lion outbreak, so we headed to the Marine Mammal Care Center to talk with the experts there. The center had nearly 100 sea lions suffering from the algae. They were locked in cages to protect the public from any potential violent outbursts.
So right now there's a bloom of an algae that produces a neurotoxin called Pseudonychia. It blooms under just the right conditions. There's plenty of sunlight right now, which they need to photosynthesize. There's lots of nutrients which come from upwelling, which is a natural process where cold nutrient-rich water at the bottom of the ocean is cycled up and it feeds all this algae at the top layer. Usually this happens every 4 to 7 years, but since 2023 it's happened every single year. And this year is really, really strong. So this algae produces a neurotoxin called domoic acid, and it bioaccumulates up the food chain. So it starts with a phytoplankton, which is eaten by zooplankton, which is eaten by fish, which is eaten by seals and sea lions. It's not just seals and sea lions that are affected though. There are dolphins, birds, and humans can be affected by this neurotoxin. It causes all sorts of neurological problems, and they can sustain permanent brain damage, but it can be cleared. So unlike zombies where I think they would have to kill them all, these animals hopefully can recover if we catch it early enough.
So there is hope after all, thanks to the kind folks at the Marine Mammal Care Center. With the effects of climate change only increasing, will we be able to repress these toxic outbreaks? Or are we doomed for a summer of zombie sea lion attacks?
We're zombie sea lions risen from the deep, slapping our fins, we don't ever sleep. Corpses in the surf, we're a rotting pack. Southern California, we're on the attack. Surfers riding waves, they don't see us near. We'll jump the boards, fill their hearts with fear. Bloody jaw snapping, we're bringing death in the Pacific. Zombie sea lions, we're craving more. Rip your flesh, we'll make the ocean red.
Los Angeles, be careful at the beach this summer. The rest of you, like and subscribe for more content.
Twang, good go, our guitars really wail. Reverb in the dark, we're a nightmare tale. We're the ghouls of the depths, the reapers of the tide, from Malibu to San Diego. You can't